Hello, Cypress Ridge. This is Will Taylor with the Reserve Team of the Homes Finder Realty Group, and today we are going to be talking about the June 2023 real estate market report. We have a lot of great things to talk about today, including inflation, inventory, and we're also going to be talking about your price ratios as well. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that button down below. We do one of these every single month. I think this is the 7th or 8th time now in a row, and you can get a really good understanding of what's going on in Cypress Ridge. And with that said, let's go ahead and jump right into the data. So first up, we're going to go ahead and talk about the monthly inventory. This is a measure of how many months of inventory there is left in Bluffton. So if every single home that's on the market was going to be bought up, it's going to take about 4 months. So I show this to set the stage for the rest of the data. We in Bluffton are still considered to be a seller's market. All right, let's talk quickly about the mortgage rates. In general, what we're seeing here over the last 3 months is the mortgage rates continue to go up. I do think there will be a little bit of relief for mortgage rates in the future. We'll talk about that in just a second with inflation. But when you're looking at buying a house, it's safe to say that, over 6.25, over 6.5, that's the new norm that we are in. So when you're looking to buy a home, I would expect that. All right, we're going to go ahead and talk about inflation here. So the Consumer Price Index is essentially a measure of inflation. And the big news here, I talked about this last month, the last 2 reports have had the smallest increase in inflation in the last 12 months. Now, if you remember, interest rates originally went up to combat high inflation as a result of COVID. So if inflation continues to decrease, hopefully we can expect interest rates and the mortgage rates to go down. Now, the negative effect of that is as interest rates go down, your home prices will go up. So there's a give and take here. If you're in the market to buy a home, maybe you want to lock in now at a lower home price, higher interest rate. 2 months in one direction does not mean that we have a trend. If we get 3, 4, 5 months, we will start to see those changes run through the system. Okay, up next, we're going to talk about Cypress Ridge data specifically, and this is coming from the MLS. The number of new listings for the last 4 months has been 10. We have a very expected amount of homes that are going to come to the market. No new surprises here. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about average days on market. A few months ago, I said, hey, we had some homes that had to work their way through the system, driving that number up. Well, those are all out now, and we're seeing, it takes just under 3 weeks to sell a house on average. Some will be more, some will be less. Both of my listings here in Cypress Ridge in the last 2 months went under contract in less than 6 days. So let's go ahead and work our way to the price ratios. This is the closed price to original price ratio. So this is if there is a price decrease. This is not the final price to that decreased price. This is the first price that the house went for sale. You can see in February we hit the low of 92.2%, but we are back up the last 3 months over 98%. So what this is saying, that the homes you're seeing on the market are priced pretty much to what a buyer expects to pay. Okay, so here we're just gonna break down the days on market by price. This is kind of interesting because what you would expect is the lower the price point, the quicker the house sells. But what we're seeing in the data is the opposite. Homes that are over $450,000 are selling quicker, almost twice as fast, if not more, than the homes in the $350,000 to $450,000 price range. Now, one thing that I want to note, I did have to adjust the 400 to 450 range. There were 2 homes that were both on the market for over 110 days, which is not typical. So I removed those outliers to get a better idea of what's going on in the neighborhood. Okay, and taking a look at closed price to original price ratio by price, lots of prices here. This is also the opposite of what I would expect too. You would think the lower the sale price, the quicker it would sell and closer to asking price. But in the neighborhood for the last 3 months, we're seeing the opposite. Over $450,000 is going for over 98% of the list price, while under 450 we're going 95 to 96% of the list price. We're just going to take a quick look at the homes that sold in June. There were actually 8 that closed. That's the highest that I've seen since I have started to do these. And on the median days on market, there was 10. So all of these homes that had gone under contract in the last 2-3 months have all sold. at an average list to close price of 98.55%. I think the bigger story here is the under contract homes. So in Cypress Ridge, we have 15 homes that are under contract right now. As you saw on one of the earlier slides, we had 10 new listings. So that makes it look like there are more homes going to contract than coming to market. And this is actually the story for Bluffton as well. Bluffton as a whole has now outpaced the 2021 and 2022 under contract properties at this point. So what we're seeing is buyers are starting to nab up those listings that have been on the market for a while, and that's keeping inventory low both in Bluffton and in Cypress Ridge here. So if you're one of those people that is shopping for a high day on market property, you're gonna have to go ahead and jump quick because these are starting to get nabbed up. All right, so let's take a look at what's available in Cypress Ridge. We have 4 homes as of July 5th. So talk about selection. If you're interested in the full list, go ahead and give me a call or a text. I can get that over to you. If you want to shop a different way and just see all of the homes that have been on the market over 30 days in Bluffton, Hilton Head, Beaufort, Savannah, you can ask for that as well. I'm licensed in both South Carolina and Georgia. Let's take all of this and wrap it up nicely. So locally, Bluffton, Cypress Ridge, we have a shortage of inventory, so by default, we are in a seller's market. Nationally, inflation has slowed for 2 months, so this is great. This has the potential for lower mortgage rates, but also the potential for home prices to climb. So for buyers, what to look for is price ratios are up, days on market is going down. It's still a competitive market. If you want to put your hat in the ring, you got to put your hat in the ring and go for it. It's a great strategy to look for high day on market listings if you're looking to catch a deal. And mortgage rates, expect them to be above 6.5% when you're doing your calculations of what you can afford. Another great option for home buyers is new construction. There are many builders in the area that are offering interest rate locks or closing cost credits. There's a lot of opportunities out there. Feel free to reach out to me and I can get those to you. So one of the things you have to look for if you're looking to sell your home, are you move-in ready or do you need work? There's going to be big differences in the days on market and the price that you end up accepting if you are in the wrong category for your house. If you are pricing your house as a move-in ready house, but it needs a lot of work, it's going to sit and you're not going to get the price that you want. Just another interesting note about the neighborhood right now is that the higher priced homes are selling quicker and at a higher ratio. So if you have been in the neighborhood for 2 years or more, you've most likely gained a ton of equity since March of 2021. So if you're looking for an upgrade, this might be a great time to get out of the house that you are in, take all the equity that you have gained and upgrade. There are a lot of great communities in the area that are gated. They have a lot of amenities, or you can get into a community with golf as well. Thank you all for watching. My contact information is on the screen here, and have a great day.